Alrighty, yo, so I wanted to make a short video showing float sets you can make for conibears. And this isn't so much as, all the dimensions and that. This is pretty much just the materials I used and the design. So you can essentially make it fit whatever size trap you use. But what I did is for this first one I took two 4x4s, a couple of 2x4s, and then just a couple of planks of cottonwood that was off of a sawmill. And you can see I pretty much just put the planks on the side. Put the 4x4s on the side, put all the planks on the bottom. I have these two nails here. And I did nail everything just because that was what I had at the time. You could screw it, but you're not really going to need it. It's pretty much going to be floating. Muskrat's not going to do that much of a fight. And then I put two nails in the center to hold like an apple or a carrot, because you want something with color to attract them. And the reason is the food that they stored up in the fall, is sort of rotted a little bit, and something fresh would be appealing to them. And so you would essentially put a conibear here and a conibear here, and you can cut a slit in these if you needed to fit the conibears, or pretty much put them any way you like. And then that way they would have to walk through the conibears to get to the apple or the carrot. Or one thing that you could do is just put the bait on the trigger. Some people do that, and that would be a good way to work too. But if they had to walk all the way through it, I feel like that would almost be a little bit better, because there still is a little bit of play in the triggers of conibears. So if they're just nibbling at it, not really moving it, I'm sure if the entire time they were there eating, they'd probably move it at one point enough for it to snap on them. But I just feel like if they had to come into the center, that would be a lot better, better chance of setting off the trap. Although there are ways you can shorten the trigger throw, and you can Google that. But I suppose another advantage of having it on the trigger is they can't just come over the side and get the food. They gotta actually touch the trigger of the trap. So that was my first design here. As you can see, I just pretty much put one of these eyelets on there for tying it off the shore with the twine. And then I have one more design I'll show you guys here. This again was one I just threw together with scrap wood I had on hand, but this one I just used whatever wood I had, and this one is built for one conibear. I'd cut a slit here for the spring, and then just have it sit here. On this one I would just bait the trigger, so they have to really come up and touch it. And then I pretty much added these stabilizers, because if it was just this one plank here, it would easily tip over. So this should be a little bit more stable. And of course, just another eyelet to tie it off the shore. So these are a couple of float sets you could use for conibears. There are many others, but these are just my designs, so I wanted to share them with you. Thanks for watching, you guys. See you on the next one.